Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Total Extreme Wrestling video. This is the 2020 save, as I'm sure you guys all know by now, and we are rolling on to Hell in a Cell. Now Sunday was the NXT TakeOver 31 pay-per-view, and there was a big main event. If you missed it, I'm not going to reveal any spoilers right this second. If you missed it, you can watch it here or here, wherever it is. Watch it now and then come to this one, because we are going to build up off the back of that. And I can tease, there is a big angle planned for NXT. Oh, it's massive. But before we do that, we've got to start with Monday Night Raw. Last week we confirmed the pay-per-view match for the WWE Championship will be Drew and AJ one more time. We're going to stick a gimmick on it, and that gimmick may become more clear tonight. However, we've also got to follow up on Orton and Kevin Owens after Orton cost Kevin Owens the title opportunity. You've got stuff happening at the moment with Seth Rollins, Aleister Black, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax. Shayna Baszler's got some title contenders, and Ray and Andrade might start feuding as well. So there's a lot going on in Raw. Let's start this. We open up with Kevin Owens coming out to the ring fuming after being cost the title opportunity last week. Let's do it. Okay, so as I say, an 81 rated segment. Kevin Owens kicks us off. He comes to the ring and he gets on the mic and he talks about last week. He says, last week I was cost another title opportunity by Randall Keith Orton. And it's become very clear to me that we both can't exist in this WWE title picture with one another here. It just isn't working. We are butting heads and there's not enough room for the both of us. So I have a challenge. I have an idea. And I think Christian will like this, and I think Randy Orton will like this. I say we have a match at Hell in a Cell. One more match between the two of us. And if you win, Randy Orton, I will not get another title shot until 2021 at the earliest. For the rest of the year, there will be no title shot. Same goes, if I win, you will get no title shot, but that's not all. I say we up the stakes. I say we, make this a little bit violent. I say no holds barred. He drops the mic and he walks back out. A big challenge set by Kevin Owens to start us off here. Huge pop for the challenge. Will Randy Orton accept? We'll find out later in the show. Kevin Owens is determined to take Randy Orton out of the title picture. 81 though, good start, good promo. First match of the night is a 58 as Nia Jax defeats Natalya in about 12 minutes. Nia 48, Natalya 58, so Natty was the better of the two, which is no real surprise, but a win for the heel. Of course, we've put her in there now against Charlotte Flair in a feud at the moment over who attacked Becky. Nia was sort of pleased with Becky being attacked, and Charlotte's taken that as she was the attacker. She's looking to get revenge on Becky's behalf, and here she comes for an attack for a 63 post match. She comes out ready to fight, but Nia Jax is a monster. Let's not forget that, and we're going to show that here. Nia Jax hits a Samoan drop on Charlotte Flair, a leg drop across the face, and Flair is left down and out, holding her nose. It looks like the leg really caught the nose. 63, yeah, it's not bad. It's moving it along nicely. Of course, this is going to lead to something a lot bigger, but for now, this is okay. AJ Styles enters Christian Cage's office, furious about Drew McIntyre being able to get another title shot, complaining that he's fed up of having to deal with him. In comes Ivar. Now, last week, AJ beat Ivar in a one-on-one contest, a good match, and Ivar comes in and says, listen, don't worry about Drew McIntyre. I think you should worry about me. Yes, you won last week, but I know I can beat you. I know I have what it takes to beat the WWE champion, and I want to prove it. So tonight I am challenging you. Another one-on-one contest. I can beat you. I know it. Christian says, I'm in. Oh, yes, please. And the match is made for the main event. It's going to be AJ and Ivar one more time. Tag team action here for 56. Apollo and Cedric get a victory over the Forgotten Sons. Apollo Crews getting the pinfall over Wesley Blake. It's a nice, comfortable win for the face team to help them, and it really will help them. 58 for Apollo, 59 for Cedric. Of course, the Forgotten Sons bring it down, which is no surprise, but that's fine. And a good win for the face team. After the match, they call out the Hurt Business. They are furious after last week where Damian Priest in particular took them both out, and they want to fight again, but they want the both of them. And out come the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and Damian Priest. And, well, Yeah, the faces get beaten down again. We're going to put these heels over big time is the idea at the moment. Although I will say the tag team division on Raw is very heel heavy, so we do need to protect Cedric and Apollo as well. But 62, pretty good stuff, and a big monster beatdown. So Cedric and Apollo can't just go at this and want to fight like they think they should, but instead they have to be smarter about it because they're quicker and they can use their high flying advantage against the I want to say Brothers of Destruction 2.0. Obviously they're not, but that's the idea of the tag team. So yeah, they've got to be smarter going forward. Street Profits were backstage cutting a promo on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. Last week, the Authors of Pain didn't even seem to look at the Street Profits when they interrupted their post-match celebration. Tonight, Montez Ford says the Street Profits will get their attention. 58, pretty good promo from the Street Profits, the former tag champs. From there, we go to a match. Andrade is in action against Akira Tozawa for 74. Fantastic match here. All about Andrade with a 75. He defeats Akira Tozawa's in-ring performance of 50 as well. Good stuff. It says a split-legged corkscrew senton. You can have him win with that. That's fine. A good, simple, confident win for the heel. But after the match, just like our main event last week, he wants to rub it in Rey Mysterio's face. And he goes for the 619. He starts setting up for it. But before he can swing his legs around, here's Rey Mysterio to make the save. Rey saves Akira from Andrade. He stops Andrade from doing it again. And these two are starting to butt heads even more. 63 for the save as well, so not great, not as good as the match. The match was very good. Charlotte Flair is coming out of the medical office, the doctor's office. She says her nose is fine, she'll be cleared to wrestle from here on out, but she cuts a promo on Nia Jax. She says she will not stop. She will not stop coming after Nia until Becky's attack is avenged. 69, good promo from Charlotte Flair here. Drew McIntyre comes out to the ring and he says tonight he wants to gain some momentum going into Hell in a Cell. He wants to, kick some ass. So he has an open challenge, and it's Austin Theory who accepts the open challenge tonight. It's going to be Theory and McIntyre right now. 72 for the open challenge. The match itself gets us a 79. What a match that is. Drew defeats Austin Theory in about 12 minutes with a Future Shock DDT. He was actually off his game as well, but a 77 from Drew McIntyre is very, very good. Austin Theory at 59. No slouch for his popularity, so that's still pretty damn good. During the match, Angel Garza was at ringside and did try and interfere, but it didn't work, and Drew gets the victory as the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. The top face on Raw right now, he was always going to win this one. 79, good stuff. It's not the last we're going to see of Drew McIntyre tonight, don't you worry. Asuka was in action, defeating Lana for 74. The matches are killing it tonight. Asuka with a 73, Lana with a 54. The spin kick did the business. Another good win for Asuka. 2 weeks in a row that she's got good wins on Raw. And after the match, she gets on the mic. She's sort of spouting Japanese like she does in a crazy manner, but you hear the words, Shayna Baszler, Raw Women's Champion, fight. And Shayna Baszler does not like being called out. She's offended at being called out, if I'm honest with you. So she comes down to the ring. She looks like she's about to get on the mic. 71 rated segment here. She looks like she's about to get on the mic, and she doesn't. She drops the mic and chokes out Asuka straight away, quick as anything. Really put over the champion here that she drops Asuka, and Asuka doesn't get dropped often, but tonight she does. And she's being choked out when out comes Kairi Sane for the save. Kairi saves Asuka tonight. Asuka needs to be more aware of what Shayna can do, because Shayna is a beast. 71 for a good segment. Again, really good stuff. Ray cut a promo on Andrade for 70. Great promo from Ray here. Really, really good stuff. He says Andrade talks about being the best Latin wrestler of all time. Well, I've been here for a while, and I've done this for a while, and I've hit some heights, but I'm not saying I'm the best. I think Andrade needs a lesson in what Latin wrestling culture is all about. We're not saying lucha, we're going to say Latin, because I think it's a bit more broader and we can get away with some more stuff. Not saying lucha, but yeah. Rey Mysterio says Andrade needs to learn and he needs to be taught. Tag team contest here, just about 6 minutes. They got 62 segment rating as the Street Profits get a victory over two heels on the roster, Jinder Mahal and Riddick Moss. But it was all about the Street Profits here because they said they were going to get AOP's they were going to get their attention from the Raw Tag Team Champions. Well, this is how they do it. They come out in AOP gear and they are absolutely imitating them, mocking them. This is going to go back to the old DX mocking in a way. The Street Profits are mocking them. They're making them seem like Tasmanian devils, is the best way to say it. Really, really mocking AOP. They wrestle like them as well. Now it says a frog splash there, but no, they hit the AOP finisher to finish off Jinder Mahal or Riddick Moss even. And yeah, they were getting AOP's attention. Post-match, we found out they got it. 50 rated segment here, so not fantastic. But AOP come down to try and fight the Street Profits, but the Street Profits were of course ready for it and fight them off for a 50. So yeah, good solid mid-card stuff here. This is fine. Randy Orton was interviewed backstage talking about Kevin Owens and the challenge that was put out to him at the start of the night. Randy Orton says, I accept, because Kevin Owens, from this day forward until the 1st of January 2021, you are done with the WWE Championship. Good promo from Orton, 71, and we have got that match made then for Hell in a Cell. It's going to be no holds barred. It's Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and the WWE Championship picture is going to change dramatically with the winner of this one. The Iconics were in action against Bianca Belair, and that is Deonna Purrazzo. That is TNA's Deonna. I can't remember the gimmick she's got in TNA. I can't remember, but we all know who she is. She's signed for the night tonight because she was a local worker, but she put in an in-ring performance of 24. I am tempted to sign her and put her down in NXT and see how she does for a while. 56 for the actual segment, though. It's not bad at all. All about the Iconics here. They're improving week in, week out. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, they get another victory. Bianca Belair, I've got to be honest, I should be doing a lot more with. I will admit that mistake. She's stagnating at the moment. I think a move to Smackdown could be nice. It's what they've done in real life. Afterwards, they cut another promo for 60. No problem. Same as last week. I'm not really rushing through this one. Sorry, I am rushing through this one because we know what it is. They call themselves the greatest tag team champions of all time. Now we go from there to the United States champion. He comes to the ring and he calls out Seth Rollins and he says, Seth, if you want a shot at this belt, you can take it right now. A real challenge to Seth Rollins, and out comes Rollins as well. A 71 rated segment here, and Seth says, you know what? I will take the challenge on behalf of the Disciples and give it to Shelton Benjamin. The match is made, Alistair versus Shelton right now, but why has Seth said no to the championship match? Interesting. 71, good segment. The match itself then for the United States Championship, Alistair Black beats Shelton Benjamin, your winner, and still United States Champion Alistair Black. Come on, I'm not giving that away on a Monday Night Raw. An 84. Wow. Alistair Black there has killed it. An 84. Shelton Benjamin 53. Benjamin was off his game, but they had good chemistry, which boosted it. And this one perhaps could have been the main event. We'll see what AJ and Ivar does. But an 84, Alistair retains the United States Championship. But for the Disciples, they were always going to win no matter what. They may have lost the match, but afterwards, a 3-on-1 beatdown leaves Alistair down again for a 70 rated segment. Seth is toying with Alistair Black, but he will get his championship match soon. At the pay-per-view, you would think, wouldn't you? Right, it's time for your main event. Drew McIntyre comes out to do colour commentary. He'll be watching as AJ takes on Ivar. And the main event then, AJ and Ivar. Will it be 84? I don't know, actually. But not quite. An 82. Still very, very good match, though. AJ Styles 79, Ivar 60. And as you can see, AJ gets another victory. But this time, he had to cheat to win. So you tell off the story from last week. So Ivar lost last week clean. This week, he's determined he can do it, and he comes at you with more fire, more determination than ever before. He's more concentrated. He knows more of AJ's moves. You tell this story that AJ wasn't expecting the challenge that came from Ivar tonight, and in the end had to cheat a way out of it. You can say brass knucks or something if you want, and AJ gets the pinfall over Ivar eventually. After the match, AJ and Drew McIntyre get into an argument at ringside by the announce table, and a brawl between the two breaks out. AJ Styles with a Styles clash through the announce table, but he's not done as he pulls out another table from under the ring and hits a second Styles clash through the table, really leaving Drew McIntyre down through two tables tonight. 83 for the post-match segment. Can you see what gimmick I'm going to go for Hell in a Cell? If you can't, well, I guess you'll find out next week, I suppose. But what do you reckon for this show then? This is going to be difficult because we've had some very good matches to end it up as well. I think you're looking at about 80. I'll take 80, but it may be below. We'll find out. Here we go. Monday Night Raw gets us a 81. Fabulous then. And actually, if you look at the amount of greens on the show, there's a lot. The last sort of hour and a half was better than the first hour. I will admit that. But Andrade and Akira, really good for a 74. Good promo to open the show. And then you had some good sort of mid-card stuff, which I'm not too upset with. Drew and Austin Theory at 79 was amazing, really. But the real shocker was Alistair and Shelton getting an 84. Fabulous stuff. Right, we'll move on. Main event. Wow, can it beat that? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, the main event, and we kick off with the master of the 619. He's in action against Sheamus for a 58. What now? What? That makes no sense. 619 into a seated senton did the business. Ray pinning Sheamus, a big win for him. 55 from Ray. Sheamus 54. Sheamus off his game, and they didn't click. Good. I'm glad this was our main event. I'll tell you now, not on a pay-per-view, because this is a match that you could build towards a pay-per-view eventually. But man, that sucked. 58. Move on. He cut a promo on Andrade, similar to Raw, saying he needs to be taught about Latin wrestling history. And he's got just the man who could do it on Monday on Raw. So a little bit of a tease that actually Rey Mysterio's got somebody coming to Monday Night Raw. Who, though? Who? I don't know yet. Or do I? So Street Profits are doing a backstage promo on AOP when they're attacked by the Raw Tag Team Champions. Nice, comfortable, simple stuff. 50, no problem. We move on to the Intercontinental Championship scene. Xavier Woods is talking to Big E for a 70. He says, please don't accept this match. Of course, last week, Kofi made the Hell in a Cell challenge to Big E. Woods asked Big E not to go. Don't go for it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Big E just laughs and walks away for a 70. He's in action next against R-Truth for a 70 again. Good stuff from Big E. Really helping this one for a 68 from him. 52 for R-Truth. 70 altogether. The big ending, and the Intercontinental Champion looks strong. Okay, we move on to the main event of main event. Before that, Shayna Baszler cuts a promo on Asuka for 70. She says Asuka is not worthy, and I proved that on Monday. Now Shayna is in action against Naomi in the main event. Will it do well? I hope so. Yes, it will. An 81. Very good main event here. Shayna 76, Naomi 54. And this is the difference between the Raw and SmackDown women's divisions. Shayna can pull this out. Sasha can't in this game for some reason. And that's probably me booking them, and I'm hoping to change that. But 81, very good stuff. Gives us a 77 rated main event. Considering we started with a stud, we improved from there. Big E and Shayna really killing it for us. Good stuff. Okay, NXT picks up after a big pay-per-view. NXT TakeOver 31. If you haven't seen it by now, well, spoilers are coming your way, because we have a new NXT champion. An old NXT champion. Finn Balor has reclaimed his throne, and he reigns over the yellow brand once again. From there, though, there was other pretty big stuff happening on the show. Johnny Gargano retained the North American Championship, cheated to beat Pete Dunne. You think the Bruiserweight is anywhere near done with that title? You would be wrong. The Tag Team Champions retained their championships. Grizzled Young Veterans defeated Breezango in a 2 out of 3 falls match, so that feud is done. We start a new one tonight. It was a good win for Legado del Fantasma over Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, and Jake Atlas. Where will that head? We'll find out tonight. And yeah, the women's champion also won. Dakota Kai looked very good against Mia Yim. Will she find a new challenger tonight? Potentially. There's a lot to go through. We're going to open up with the North American champion in action. It's Johnny Gargano against Tony Nese in the opening contest. But don't forget that main event. We made that happen on Sunday. Adam Cole is looking to prove himself and prove the Undisputed Era that he is good enough still to be in the group. And he set out a challenge, and it was accepted on Sunday for tonight by the bro, Matt Riddle. So let's do it. Gargano Nese opening us up. And Gargano Nese gets a 74. Very good matchup here. Just under 10 minutes. Gargano getting the pinfall victory. 78 from the North American champion. Tony Nese 46. Not bad at all, but a good win for the champion. As he's celebrating, he is attacked. Well, not attacked from behind or anything. The music hits and out comes the Bruiserweight. Pete Dunne is here for a fight. He takes down Johnny Gargano with the spear, well, the takedown type thing, throwing in punches. Dexter Lumis pulls him off, so Pete Dunne is attacking Dexter Lumis too. But here comes Karrion Kross. Now, Karrion Kross We've been doing some stuff with Karrion Kross over the past month or so where he's also interested in this North American Championship, and he did say the winner on Sunday will be put on notice, and Karrion Kross is here to collect some checks. He's here, and it looks like he's going to help Pete Dunne when actually he takes out everybody. He takes out Pete Dunne, he takes out Dexter Lumis, and he takes out Johnny Gargano. It's Karrion Kross who stands tall, with Scarlett wickedly laughing beside him. 70 rated for the segment, good start to the show, and we've got 3 men here with a championship between them. I'm not including Loomis because Loomis is the bodyguard, of course. When we come back from break, Pete Dunne is backstage when in comes Kyle O'Reilly to the shot, and he argued with Pete Dunne saying, you lost on Sunday, you need to give other people a chance. Karrion Kross wants a chance, I want a chance. And they're arguing between the two, and it catches the attention of William Regal, who says, you know what, I ain't having this backstage sniping. Not happening. You guys have got an issue, you'll settle it in the ring tonight. Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly tonight. Adam Cole cut a promo on Matt Riddle, hyping up the main event tonight. He goes through, similar to what he said on Sunday, about how he knows he's good enough. He knows who he is, and it will be undisputed to everybody that Adam Cole is a winner tonight. 73. Good promo. Tegan Nox defeated Vanessa Bourne for a 45 here. Tegan was actually off her game a little bit with a 48, but Vanessa Bourne's 27 means a 45. No issues. It's a normal TV match. Tegan gets a win over a real opener, a talent. No issues. Tegan afterwards is cut short of her celebration by the music of Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae comes down to ringside and offers the handshake that Candice rejected on Sunday. She says she's thought about it, she's right, she's sorry, she offers the handshake, but it's not so simple. Tegan takes the handshake and gets blindsided by Candice LeRae. It's a cheap shot, and Candice LeRae stomps away at Tegan Nox's knees. Of course, you know she's got issues with the knees, and Candice says into the camera, Tegan, don't think I'm done with you yet. 49, pretty good. The Grizzled Young Veterans are backstage bragging about their tag team championship retention on Sunday when they bump into Bronson Reed, and after a little bit of jaw-jacking between the two sides, the tag team champions are that confident. They say, you know what? Fine. I understand that you're a big man, you want to fight. Well, you can fight us next week. We'll even put the tag team championships on the line. All you got to do is find yourself a friend. Yeah, sure. 53 though, pretty good. And yeah, starting to set some stuff up next week then. Will Bronson Reed find a partner tonight? Yeah, he will. But we'll get there. Tag team action in the women's division here. Shotzi Blackheart teamed with Rhea Ripley against Io Shirai and Chelsea Green. About 8 minutes, that's all it got. Good matchup though. Shotzi getting the victory over Chelsea Green with a Fright Night, and Io Shirai was the best worker of the lot, which is no surprise to anyone really. A 54 from Rhea, 31 apiece for Shotzi and Chelsea, and a 65 for Io Shirai. I am going to reveal this to you now, but Io Shirai's time in NXT, it will be coming to an end very time soon. There is a place on Smackdown for her, definitely. 59, pretty good stuff. And after the match, Rhea Ripley sort of gives not a passing of the torch, because Rhea's still in NXT for now. That's going to change as well, to be honest. But she raises the hand of Shotzi Blackheart, and it seems that Shotzi is being pushed into this prime position and potentially a face challenger for Dakota Kai. 36, not a great segment, but Shotzi is very unpopular, so we're going to have to work through it for a bit. Santos Escobar won a match here against Oni Lorcan. 48 segment, 44 from Santos, Oni Lorcan 41. 2 matches pre-ceremony, whatever, 40. It doesn't really matter too much. Santos Escobar defeated Oni Lorcan. Good victory for him. Afterwards, William Regal comes on the screen and says, very good victory, Santos. That is some momentum for you, because I can reveal that next week starts the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. We are bringing back the Cruiserweight Championship, and we open up the tournament next week. Santos Escobar will be involved, as will the likes of Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jake Atlas, Joaquin Wilde, Raul Mendoza, Tyler Breeze, I think, as well, and some others. I don't know whether Mendoza and Wilde will just be back in Escobar. We'll find out. But 35, the Cruiserweight Championship is back, and the tournament starts next week. Dominik Dijakovic was in action here against Araya Davari for a 23, so not great. 47 from Dominik, 41 from Araya Davari, and yeah, a real domination here from Dominik Dijakovic. It really was slammed down, by the way, for some reason, but a really good squash win for Dominik Dijakovic. And out comes Bronson Reed impressed. And he puts his hand out and he offers the shot. And it's taken by Dijakovic. It seems like these two will be teaming up next week. It's Bronson Reed and Dominik Dijakovic against the Grizzled Young Veterans with the Tag Team Championships on the line next week. 41. Better segment there. Much better here. 69 for Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly. The match that we set up earlier in the night. 69, as I say, pretty good. Pete Dunne 67, Kyle O'Reilly 61, and a win for the Bruiserweight. He gets his win back after losing on Sunday. He has got momentum going in his favour. And yeah, you can afford to put Pete over Kyle O'Reilly here. That's not an issue for me. Pete is the single star. Kyle O'Reilly is the tag team wrestler. You can get away with it. 69. Good stuff. From here, we go to a Matt Riddle promo on Adam Cole for 71. Again, more hype for this main event. It's a massive main event, one of the biggest matches we can do, and we're doing it on TV here tonight. There's a reason, but it's going to be big. 71. And yeah, Matt Riddle cuts a promo on Adam Cole. No problems. Good promo. Keith Lee is in action next. The former NXT champion. 42. Wow, these squashes do not work on this game, do they? They do not work on this game. I need to stop doing them. Keith Lee, 61. Samir Singh, 47. A 4-minute victory for Keith Lee with the spirit bomb, you could say. 42. Whatever. Absolute crap. He cut a promo on the Finn Balor, on the NXT champion Finn Balor for 69. And he says, I'm not done with you yet. And he's got a rematch when he wants it. And he will be taking it very, very soon. Okay. Time to get ready for the main event. Before we do, of course, this is Riddle and Cole, two potential challengers for the NXT Championship. So Finn Balor is here to watch. That is for sure. 73 for him being on colour commentary. And your main event then is Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle. This could be brilliant. I really do think this could be brilliant. It gets us a 77, so it's very good, particularly for NXT. Very, very good. Adam Cole defeats Matt Riddle. The surprise roll-up, protecting Riddle as well. Adam Cole using his wrestling nous, his experience to get the victory. Cole 73. Riddle outperformed him, surprisingly, with a 74. Really, really good main event. Big time main event. And they've pulled it out still. It's not quite as good as you could think it could be with Adam Cole in there, but it's still pretty damn good. Adam Cole defeats Matt Riddle. And after the match, he's confident again, and he gets in the face of Finn Balor. He sort of points at him from the ring, and Finn Balor comes to the ring. Finn Balor is ready to fight, and Balor and Cole start to brawl, right? They start to brawl. There's a reason I haven't pressed next yet. They start to brawl, and then out come the Undisputed Era. That's Kyle O'Reilly, that's Roderick Strong, that's Bobby Fish, and they break it up, right? And now I want to take you back to the Invasion era in 2001. And when I say the Dudley Boys, a lot of you know where this is going. When the Dudley Boys looked like they were going to side with Kane to attack someone, and then they turned around, it was huge. The Undisputed Era looked like they were about to attack Finn Balor, and they turn around. And Adam Cole has a face of despair. It is 4-on-1 against Adam Cole. Balor and the rest of the Undisputed Era beat down Adam Cole. Vicious betrayal and beat down as we do this. We actually do this. Adam Cole is down. He's hurt. People are shocked. And Roderick Strong goes over to Adam Cole and pulls the armband, the Undisputed Era armband, off of Adam Cole, and he puts it onto the arm of Finn Balor. The Undisputed Era has a new leader. Adam Cole is out. Finn Balor is in. And that segment gets us to 65, for God's sake. For God's sake. But we can handle that change. An official babyface change. And Adam Cole is going to be a babyface. Built it for 15 segments. He's got red hot momentum. It should work. Complete success. And now we've got a big babyface on the roster. I'm not quite going to get to Adam Cole Balor just yet because Cole's got to get through some stuff, but he's going to feel betrayed. He's going to feel hurt. The Undisputed Era have shocked NXT to the core again. They've shocked the system, but they've shocked Adam Cole as well. Adam Cole is out. Finn Balor is in. NXT will never be the same again. Okay, that gives us a 73 rated NXT. Good main event, helped us out. Good show, really, particularly for NXT. Considering you had some really low scores in there, the fact that you got a 73 from that is still very good. Good opener, good main event. A hell of a good show then, if you ask me. I will take that all day long. NXT UK then. We've done a big segment here, but NXT UK has got the NXT United Kingdom Championship on the line. Volta against Killian Dane. It's a big week, ladies and gentlemen, for the NXT brand. Okay, then let's do this. NXT UK, the NXT UK Championship's on the line. But before we get there, that's your main event. But we've got a couple of interesting side stories going on. We're opening up with the Ojmo, who has got a target on his back from Noam Dar, but he's in action against Mark Coffey to open the show. Good match here as well. 50 rated match for NXT UK. That is very good. The Ojmo gets the victory. 47 from him. He's improving week in and week out. Mark Coffey, 39. The Ojmo is really one of these guys that could potentially be a top guy on this brand. He really is impressive week in and week out. Very good stuff. Another victory. After the match, Noam Dar tries to attack, but the Ojmo sees it coming and fights him off. 34. Noam Dar is going to have to be a little bit more complicated. Not quite as simple as just trying to attack to get one over on the Ojmo. 34. Not the best of segments, but this is NXT UK. Remember that. Kaylee Ray got a promo and Ginny Couture for 47. Good promo from the NXT UK Women's Champion. Last week she tasted her own blood and she says that she promises she wants Ginny and her blood all over the mat. 47. Okay. Zia Brookside was in action against Lana Austin for 35 and she defeated her with the Iconclasm. Okay, pinfall victory anyway. 26 from Zia, 31 from Lana, but it was boosted to a 35, so that's not bad at all, really. And for these guys, that's not bad. It could be a lot worse. I'm going to move backwards, so I'm in the shot more. That's probably smarter. It's not bad, really. After the match, Martina does attack from behind and beats down Zia Brookside. Another vicious attack from Martina, and this time she takes it a little bit further. She says, "You do not belong here. You're only here because of your father." Now, of course, Zia's father is Robbie Brookside, and we'll delve into that over the next few weeks. Killian Dane cut a promo on the NXT United Kingdom Championship match tonight. He talks about what it would mean to win the NXT UK Championship here in Ireland as an Irishman. We can say we're in Belfast, which is his hometown, and he says it means you're the best on the British Isles, and Killian Dane thinks he is the best in the British Isles, so he will win tonight. 52, good promo. Video package time on Tyler Bate and Chris Brooks. We're not doing anything with them this week, but next week is that big last man standing match, so we wanted to give it a bit more hype for a 53. No problem whatsoever. Volta got a promo and Killian Dane ahead of the main event for 69, and he says to his Imperium teammates Alexander Wolf and Fabian Eichner to stay behind. He's got this. Great promo from Volta. Now it's time for your main event, and it is for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. Volta has held onto this belt for a very, very long time, but this perhaps could be his biggest challenge yet, literally. We're in Belfast, the hometown of Killian Dane. He's come to NXT UK and he's got one thing on his mind. That is the NXT United Kingdom Championship. Will he get the job done? Your winner and still NXT United Kingdom Champion, Volta. I'm not pulling the title change. I'm not yet. I don't want to take it off Volta just yet. But a 67 main event, that could be the best match in NXT UK history. That might be better than Bate and Volta. Really could be. Bate and Brooks. We haven't done Bate and Volta yet on this. Really good match though. It only got 15 minutes, but these two threw bombs at each other, and it was the golden bomb that did the difference. Volta's 8th defense of the title. Really good stuff. 62 from him, 54 from Killian Dane. There is a rematch in here that there's money to pay for. We'll build to it. 67. Great main event. And that gives us a 61. I am going to look at where this rates us in the NXT because it's been a big night and that match is a big boost, but very good stuff from everyone involved. Okay, so we can confirm it was the best show of the save so far in NXT and the best match so far of the save. I thought it was just better, and it was. Volta and Killian Dane have fitted out the park, and things are improving week in, week out. So I am very pleased. Okay, after all that action, I've got some more for you. We end up with Friday night Smackdown. Now, last week we did hype and announce that this week there will be a 10-woman battle royal, and the winner of that one will go on to Hell in a Cell and fight Sasha Banks for the Women's Championships. We've got that tonight. We've also got Jeff Hardy and Chad Gable's first match as a tag team. We're going to open up with that one. And you know what I've decided? I've decided they need a catchphrase. I don't know what it's going to be yet, so let me know in the comments what you think it's going to be. But for now, let's just say they've got a catchphrase. We open up with that at 59, them making their entrance as a team, doing a catchphrase for the first time. I don't know what it'll be. I like Reddy, Willian and Gable, but it's already been done really, hasn't it? We'll find something for them. 59 though. Yeah, fine. That'll build. Their first match then is against Sheamus and King Corbin for a 59. Okay, not bad. Chad Gable, 56, brings it down. 64 from Jeff, 63 from King Corbin, 64 from Sheamus. 59's about right. Gained heat for the storyline. Sheamus, though, gets the victory, pinning Chad Gable, using the ropes for leverage. So not a winning start for the tag team. That's something they're going to have to build on. They're going to have to learn. And when they get that first win, it's going to be a big yes. A big yes. Hopefully, a big yes. For 59 is fine. The Miz and John Morrison were interviewed backstage, and they were asked about Ricochet's comment last week. And the Miz says, look, if they want to discuss it, they can. I'm inviting them, Ricochet and Mustafa Ali, to Miz TV tonight. 73 for the promo. Good stuff. Lacey Evans got a backstage promo ahead of the Battle Royal, hyping up her chances, as did Naomi for 48. 54 for Lacey, 48 for Naomi. And from there we go to the Women's Champion. Sasha Banks is in action against a local worker. Yeah, not really a well-known one this time. So she took on Madison Eagles. I don't know much about Madison Eagles, but I saw she had a decent popularity, 25, 26 for like a local worker. You can use it. 48 we got for the match, which is pretty good. Sasha Banks, 60. Good performance from her. She's getting better. Madison, 31. Good stuff. Another win for the Women's Champion. That's the main thing. Short, and another win for the Women's Champion. Fine. Afterwards, she could have promo saying she'll be watching very closely on the Battle Royal. 61. Real, simple stuff. But it works. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan enters JBL's office. JBL, the GM of SmackDown, of course, they demand a match with the Usos tonight. JBL says, you're not going to get it tonight because you're already booked. You're already in action. You're going to be taking on the glorious show-offs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. However, I can confirm this one. If you want a match with the Usos, you've got to earn it. So if you win tonight, you have a tag team championship match at the pay-per-view. Reigns and Bryan. Scene please. 63. Sami Zayn was in action against Grand Metalik for 68. Pretty good match here. 66 from Zayn. 48 from Grand Metalik. Just under 10 minutes to, do some flippy shit in the ring and put on a good show. Hopefully. 68. Yeah, pretty good stuff. He got another promo afterwards, hyping himself up again for 68. Good stuff from Sammy. 55 for the Iconics in a shocker. Well, kind of. They're allowed to go to either brand now. And what was that? A 10-woman battle royal happening tonight? You bet the Iconics are going to be part of it. They're here to challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship. 55. Good stuff. Okay, then it's time for the battle royal. You've got 10 women involved. So you've got the Iconics. You've got Bayley, you've got Alexa Bliss, you've got Nikki Cross, you've got Lacey Evans, Naomi, Ember Moon, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. One of those 10 women will be walking away with a championship opportunity tonight. Your winner is Bayley for a 66. Now, yes, it's going to be more complicated than you think. Let's talk through it though. 66 is good stuff. We're not going to see people's performances, which is interesting, but the final four were Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Billie Kay and Bayley. Billie Kay was then eliminated, leaving Nikki, Alexa and Bayley. Before we get to that, I just want to mention Sonya Deville got the most eliminations. Really good for her. And now we're into this final three, and Bayley gets eliminated by Alexa Bliss. However, a fight at ringside between Lacey Evans and Billie Kay has resulted in the referees being distracted. Bayley sneaks back into the ring as Nikki and Alexa Bliss were sort of fighting near the ropes. Bayley sneaks in and dumps them both over to win the match, but she wasn't legal. She cheated to win. She wasn't legal. Bayley is number one contender at this point, but she wasn't legal. So we'll pick up on that very soon, actually. 66, though. Good stuff. Sasha Banks was on commentary for this one, or at ringside, you could say, and she's furious that Bayley's won again. She thought she was done with that and starts to beat down Bayley in the ring. 56 for the segment. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are watching on, furious. Of course, those are the two that were wronged in the finale of that. Good promo here from Bray Wyatt. This is a Firefly Funhouse. He didn't do well either without a script tonight for some reason, but still a 74. And he talks about the Hell in a Cell match at Hell in a Cell, obviously, for the Universal Championships. He says he will bring a new level of evil to the cell. He's seen what The Undertaker's done. Now let the Fiend have a go. 74, big tease. Braun Strowman was then in action for another 74 rated match, a really short one against Elias. 2 minutes is all it took, and Braun put him away. Harsh on Elias. I didn't say dominate, and look at that, he'd done quite well. So that doesn't like to dominate on this game, but Braun really dominant. 75-62 for Elias. Good stuff. Afterwards, the light starts to go out, and all of a sudden, Braun Strowman is surrounded by 10 men in hoods, not druids or droids, whatever they are exactly, but they're in hoods, and they take their hoods down to reveal bald heads and black sheep masks. 10 men surround Braun Strowman and beat him down, obviously sent by Bray Wyatt and the Fiend, who is laughing around the arena, and Braun Strowman is left laying by this army of evil from Bray Wyatt. 83, very good segment. Bayley was cutting a promo on winning tonight for 51 when JBL comes over and says, you know what, I didn't like that. I didn't like that you're bringing my rules into disrepute. So tonight is not happening the way you think it is. Next week, we're going to have a number one contenders match. It'll be Bayley against Nikki Cross, the final elimination, technically. And the winner will go on to Hell in a Cell. Bit harsh on Alexa Bliss, this, because technically she was eliminated at the same stage, but it was Alexa's feet who hit first. So that's why it's a one-on-one. I'm not sure Alexa's going to be pleased with that. 51, though. Big match for next week. Miz TV, then, for 76. This is pretty good, and it's a by-the-book Miz TV. Miz and Morrison really start to, I don't know, tear into Ricochet and Ali, who eventually have enough and start punching away at the Miz and Morrison, and it results in Morrison challenging Ali for right now. 76 for the segment. The match itself, 72. Very good match. Very good match if you look at the performances as well. 64 from Ali, 62 from Morrison, bumped up to a 72. Very good stuff. And John Morrison gets the victory with the Starship Pain following interference from the Miz at ringside, who had already taken out Ricochet. 72. Very good stuff. Now then, it is time for your main event of the evening. The Usos cut a promo prior to that on Reigns and Bryan saying how their bloodline needs to be put down. 63 is fine, and now it's Reigns and Bryan against Ziggler and Rude in your main event. Will it be the best match of the night? Yes, it will. 82, very good stuff. Reigns and Bryan in the main event results in brilliance. 85 from Reigns, 84 from Bryan, 54 for Rude, 60 for Ziggler, but this is all about the face team, and they get a good victory. 15 minutes or so. Reigns pins Rude with a spear. 82. The reason for this is a good match on TV. It looks good for Bryan and Reigns, and you know what? Ziggler and Rude can bump their asses off to put them over, so I'm pretty pleased. After the match, out come the Usos with kendo sticks in hand to destroy Reigns and Bryan. They're left line again by the Usos, but these two teams now have a date for certain at Hell in a Cell. Okay, 80 rated Smackdown then. Another killer Smackdown. It's really been hitting its stride, the TV shows, and it's been another good week of TV shows. If you've liked it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. Next week then, we've got some big matches planned. Don't forget Tyler Bate versus Chris Brooks, last man standing match. Rey Mysterio is going to bring somebody to Monday Night Raw. We'll see who that one will be. NXT, well, what's going to happen after the Undisputed Era shocked the system again? Make sure you watch next week to find out. Until next time, peace.